what is up?
Oh my
Hey.
God! What? Your intro kicks my intro's ass. That's
I wish I
awesome.
had long hair again. I would be headbanging the whole.
Oh, you don't need hair for that. It just helps.
Yeah.
How's everybody's Wednesday? We got Carla with us. We got Marinus with us from Dark Side Comics. We got author Stephen Walton in the house. How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful being on a panel with such beautiful people.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I'm tired, but I'm great too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks for having me, Red. It's great.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Always good.
Dude,
to
your
have
intro
good
made my dick hard, man.
That's the idea. Speaking of hard dicks, we got Chris in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Damn.
Michael Tryon's here. Damn it, Red, I'm in the car, but I'll be home in a half hour. Okay, we'll still be here. Good to see you, man. Pale Rider's in the house. That's good and buzzed. You ready? Don't make me take my pills.
Well, what kind of pills are they? You got to share around here, man. Come on, we're all about sharing.
Hell yeah. M. Dastardly's in the house. What's up, man? Chris says, Carla, I hope you got a nap in.
Oh, I definitely did.
You know she did, man.
Of course I did.
Carla was doing her eyes when I popped in backstage and I made her stab herself. I felt really bad. Really bad. She was like,
yeah, you came in at just the right time.
Yeah.
She was swearing. If y'all ain't heard Carla swear, it's like silk.
Beautiful swearing.
It does happen. A lot of things happen.
I think everybody's used to it. Oh yeah.
Rich Cook's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, we're here to talk about some comics. We're here to talk about some novels. We're here to talk about some awesome shit by some awesome people. And I think we'll get started with BLACKHART Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? You want to give us a little bit of background on this story?
Yeah, well, the very, very short story is firefighters, big house. I lost my train of thought, so that's a good intro.
Sorry, bro.
Firefighters, big house. Get on it now.
Firefighters, big house, Lovecraftian monsters. We have emotional connection. We have death. We have dismemberment. We have blood. We have a cult member, and a missing daughter. That's the whole very short shtick. But yeah. But basically,
you had me at cult.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's that?
Said you had me at cult.
Yeah. Well, that is a cult. Yeah.
Had me at abduction. You know, man got fantasies. That looks really good, dude.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a year now, but everything COVID hit, and then everyone have a setback. But we are at 85%, and it's doing great. Well, we need a little bit more push to give it to the 100%. But what it's all about, it's more we have a trio of people, and there's a missing daughter. The missing daughter is kidnapped, something like that, by a cult member, and the cult member wants to do something with her. And then we switched a little bit over to the people that are involved. And I wanted to do firefighters because it's a little bit close to home. I have a friend who is a firefighter, and he explained to me what he is doing. And I was a little bit, impressed but what he is doing, because we never talked about the stuff that he's doing. He said, you know what, I got a call, I got to go, there's a burning building, I have to go in there, see you later. And at one point I just asked him, I say, but what do you actually do? And he told me stories that I just, I was in awe what he is doing, rescuing people. Yeah, real life heroes. So that for me was the decision to make a horror book, Lovecraftian horror book, about firefighters instead of the typical heroes, superheroes and military, etc. And what I really love is the whole connection that the trio has with each other, because from the top there are three people that are the main, the protagonist. So we start with Jacob. Jacob is the oldest of the firefighter, and his daughter is gone, right? and he's searching for her, cannot find her, and he asked the police to look for her. So the police are doing that, but they cannot find anywhere anything. So the police come back, and he said, "Hey, listen, Jacob, we can find her. We need to close this case." But Jacob is a little bit, cannot accept that. And the police said, "You know what? There's a mansion there. We've seen her for the last time. We cannot find her, but maybe you can go there, have some closure." And well, he's going to do that. But he brings his comrades as well. And his comrades is Becca, who has a troubled past as well with an abusive father. And then we have Hans, who is basically an immigrant from another country in like an exchange program. And he is new. He doesn't know who these people are. And in America, he feels alienated. And with all that, through the time that they are spending together in the firefighter teams, they created a bond, and they see Jacob as a father, and that makes a really cool emotional connection.
Nice.
But then they try to, go to the place where it all happens. And as you see here, this is the mansion, and we see beautiful, art here, but also something, gets out of the burning building, and there's something wrong with that building. And it's basically the daughter. And they go into the house because Jacob finds something. They basically investigating what's happening there. And they are, walking through a corridor, and there's some shit going on. There's paintings, and when you look at the paintings, stuff changes all the time. And they see basically some kind of reflection of themselves in a bad way. And there are some mysterious figures in the shadow. We have the cult leader. So there's a lot of going on, but basically where it all leads to is finding the missing daughter. And we don't know, well, I know, but the readers don't know if she's still alive. Mm-hmm. And let's say the ending is going to blow people away. It's really gruesome. We have some Lovecraftian monsters that it's totally different what Lovecraft is basically all about. When we think of Lovecraft, a lot of tentacles, a lot of slime. Mm-hmm. Probably it's in there, but we do a completely different take on this.
That's awesome. I really enjoy as a writer. You sound like your protagonists are very well thought out. There's some personal conflicts, interdependencies in there. I like that aspect of your story.
Yeah, thanks. I think that was really important. Of course, we can just throw them in there, and you're getting slaughtered, by the way. But I want to have real human connection. Mm-hmm. Between the firefighters with the people and also the missing daughter, because it's about loss, it's about acceptance, also about hope, but also about defeat and dealing with that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's absolutely necessary, especially I would say in a horror themed book or horror themed story in general. That's the human connections are really important in their stories.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do a horror book because I started as a young kid reading those old black and white magazines with horror stories, little short stories, and then everything has a different take with a different ending, but it also is the same theme. It's about horror and people overcoming or succumbing to the horror as well. And there's a little bit of madness in there. I implemented that here as well. And I want to bring back those, sound like an old guy, but I want to bring that back, with
Gaze, move me and my man so we can be seen. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. There you go.
No, it's all good. Let me just say hello to some newcomers quick. We got Drunk Creepy in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Wookiee Supremacy is here as well. Good to see you, team.
Hell, Wookiee!
Hell yeah. Mega Outlaws here. Howdy, folks. Howdy to you. Skipping ahead. Silliest I want to be. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, that looks like it.
Good to see you. Miriam's here. Good to see you, Miriam. She's going to bed. Have a good night.
Good night, Katie.
Good night.
Wookiee says, never forget to stay regular. Steven, I think this is aimed at you. Get
it's
yourself
over.
A buttload of Walton's brew.
Wookiee, it's over. Nobody's talking about that anymore. Wookiee, it's gone. It's not. Thank you, though. Thank you, Wookiee.
That's here now. Got Jason in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you as well. Oh man, Danny Murray's here. I haven't seen you for a bit, buddy, but that's my fault. I haven't been streaming. It says Tentacles and Slime. I like where you're going. Yeah, man. PD Myers is here. Greetings, all. Greetings to you. Good to see you guys. Yeah, we're talking about Blackheart Manor. Sounds like a thrilling story, a horror story from the mind of this man right here, Marinus.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time, man. Like I said, the interpersonal connections are really important, especially in these kinds of stories.
Well, especially when you want to make attachment to characters, like even if they have a grim ending, you know, that makes it so much more poignant. And so I like how you described your protagonist. That makes me very interested in the story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, like I said, I want to do real life heroes. You know, go through hardship, because nobody can just jump into a burning building and go out unscathed. There's people have need to sacrifice to do all these things, and I have massive respect for those people. And I wanted to showcase here because I don't know any comic book about firefighters. I mean, not here on Indiegogo or something. Maybe I could be wrong, but I can't find anyone of anything about it. So so I wanted to do something different, something special, and I want to bring the whole horror in houses, because also not only I grew up with the comics, but I also watched a lot of horror movies. When it comes to house, because when people go into creepy houses, always shit's gonna happen. People gonna die. People disappear. Go screaming all the whole time. I love that. I mean, I had a blast watching those movies, but also reading those comics. So so instead of a horror with different themes, I just wanted to be in this manner with something in there that is it's gonna shock people.
Definitely. And it's like the classic haunted house story is always cool, but it looks like you've gone a couple steps further and in different directions than what you normally get from these types of stories.
Yes.
Yeah. It definitely looks to me as something special, as Stephen was saying, like something you really put a lot of thought into. And this is exactly what people are craving now, like, because the mainstream is doing exactly the opposite. So yeah, I can see that this is like I like the word special. I think that's the word for this. And also, like, if we see the art, it's very, very solid. Who did the art?
It's G.L. Giles. He did comics like Under the Flesh. He did the first book of this. This is basically the second volume of the horror magazine line that we are doing now, and it's The Deep Dark. And he did work for Marvel. He did a lot of. He did Avengers, did Iron Man, etc. So I'm very lucky to bring him aboard.
This is kicking ass. Like, it completely complements your story. Great choice.
For sure. And can you tell us a little bit about the Deep Dark? Because that's an option to buy as well, correct?
Exactly. Well, The Deep Dark is also a standalone story. It's also black and white, has the same style, by the way, because it's the same artist. And it's about a couple of girls who are getting married on a boat. So they're going to party and they are diving into the water and flirting with people. And they're having a great time. So they are swimming, and then they find something on the water, and something is get awoken there. And then shit's going to happen. And it's not really, Blackheart Man is not a sequel. It's just standalone comics, and it's more like one shots, if you will, but it's also interconnected in the same universe, and we try to build upon that even more. Yeah, but it's also with Lovecraftian monsters. That's the whole theme. Yeah,
that's very cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let me play the trailer quickly.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to take it down and bring it back up. You know how it works.
He didn't hit the box. Everybody, he forgot to hit the box.
Listen, I never hit the box initially because echo. So let me make sure my volume's up to par. I often have my YouTube sound turned down too, just because I'll be watching something and doing something, and
Something.
Something.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, me too, man. That was great. It was a great effect.
Yeah.
And
No,
the
let's
Let's
music.
do that
Wow.
immediately. This campaign needs
Yeah.
to be funded. It's not there yet, and it should be.
It should.
Yeah, man. Get on top of this. Am I frozen?
A little bit.
I believe so. So I got something to show. This is the very first book, The Deep Dark. This is an alternate cover, by the way. And it's bigger than a floppy. This is a magazine style, so more like European style. And it's thick. It's very big. And maybe I can show some art pages as well. Talking about shocking. This is from the very first book. I hope you can see a little bit better. I'm sorry, it's a little bit dark here where I live because it's, well, almost past midnight. So talk. Yeah, why not?
Nice.
It's the very first page. So this is the art of G.L. Giles. It's fantastic. It's big pages, white, black. It's fantastic. So yeah, so you can get this in this format with the BLACKHART Manor. Hope you like it.
Yeah, that looks
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah, man.
Absolutely.
As you can see, he's already printing stuff off. So we got to get this funded, man.
Yes.
ASAP. There's no reason why it shouldn't be already. If you can't back it, man, help get the word out, spread the link around. Just make sure people know about this. It's almost Halloween, man. Get yourself a horror book.
Yeah, man, this is the best time to get a horror comic, right? I mean,
No,
why not?
you know what? I'm thinking about holding another creator stream this weekend. Maybe Sunday. Marinus, you want to be a part of that?
Done.
Cool. Yeah, great. Let's do that. We'll get you on there.
Thanks,
I'll add you to the group. Are you on Twitter by any chance?
Yep.
Gaze. Well, I'll send you my Twitter link.
Great.
And I'll get you in that group.
Yeah, thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Anything I can do to help.
Awesome.
Definitely. We got Mogwai here. What's up, Mogwai? Good to see you.
Hell.
Hell.
Jason
What's up,
says
Mogwai?
thick and big. Too easy.
We like that.
He likes girth.
We all like that. Whoever says they don't like it, they're lying.
Eh.
Wookie is simping for Carla again. No surprise there.
Wookie's got
He
good
says to
taste.
you.
He does.
says
He is very good. Very good too.
Well, thank you.
All right, man. Yeah, definitely check this book out. Back it if you can. Yeah, it looks wonderful. So I'm looking
Thanks.
forward to that.
Yeah.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
we have
man.
a lot of perks that people probably like. I mean, if you slow on money, or there's also digital perks for $10. You got a physical copy. A digital copy. You also get a nice bundle with 1 and 2 in it, so digital and in physical form.
Nice.
And and this is the collector's edition of the collector's perk. I say you get a very nice, cool print with it, also, and it looks like an old school movie poster, from back in the 80s. It's more like a retro print. It's really cool done.
Yeah, man, that looks good. I can see it. I saw it down below as well.
Yes, yeah, it's a little bit small, but
But yeah, we got digital options. We got digital options for both books.
yeah. And I'm surprised how many people like the digital perks. I mean, there's a lot of demand for that.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially overseas.
Yeah.
Because that shipping is a killer, man.
It is killer.
That's always a problem. Me as an international backer, I have to always, pay double most of the time. But hey, that's my own choice, of course, because I love just physical media. I want to have the book in my hands and flip it through the pages. For me, that's really important.
Yeah, me too.
But for people who say, you know what, I don't want to pay those prices, we have the option to go digital. So yeah.
Of course, but also we shouldn't be so scared about the digital tiers. Like, for example, we never remove them, despite a lot of bigger creators telling us don't do that. Look, some people really cannot afford the ridiculous amount of money you have to pay to the post office.
Yeah.
But also, as a creator, you put together a digital nice PDF for people for their electronics, and you don't have to it's all earnings,
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what's the problem? Sure. Hell yeah. Back the digital bird.
Absolutely. I mean, we need to have options, right? In my opinion, if people say, "Hey, there's a demand for it," just give them to it. Yes, you
And
ask.
especially when you're starting out, you want everybody to read it. You know,
Yes.
like just know how I work, so then I can like actually make more earnings. But at first, like everybody, like you need everybody to experience, experience it.
Yes.
But because one thing is to judge it just by looking at the campaign, but another thing is to getting involved in the story. And from what you say and how it sounds, and especially that since you read this since you were a kid, I know this is going to be something very special. So something that you can only understand like if you actually read the thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I totally agree. I mean, yeah.
Read the thing. I'm going to put this link in the chat for easy access. The links are in the description below as well.
Yeah, so it's only 50% away from 100% being funded, and then we get you the book, and so let's do it.
Yeah, man, it's almost there. Almost. Rock Crane, good to see you, man. But yeah, a lot of great perks to pick from here. You can even get drawn in, I believe.
Yes, I'm just a big fan of the last one. This is the be part of the cast. You get not only drawn in, but you also you are part of the team because you get dialogue. You go with us into the mansion. Your likeness will be created. You have speaking dialogue with the crew. So there's all there, and then you will get killed in the most horrible. Yeah.
Can you guarantee that people will not be violated with tentacles on this?
No, I cannot promise that. I mean, I heard someone.
Can you guarantee that they will?
Yeah, there will be tentacles, as you can see in the picture, on the right. But this is, of course, not a creature. This is an apparition, but there will be tentacles somehow.
And those tentacles could go anywhere, so just keep
anywhere.
That in mind.
Whatever
Case is all about that easy access.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
You don't know where it's going.
Tentacles are slippery.
Yeah, it's going somewhere in, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, check out Blackheart Manor today. I also want to get to Fandom Menace Volume 2 by our man Stephen Walton.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, basically, let me ask you guys something out there in the chat. Anybody watching this further down the road? How do you feel about the use of our entertainment properties, our games, our comics, and our television and movies as used to beat the customer, to espouse an agenda, to espouse propaganda, to create cancel culture, to drive online hate mobs, to generate online hate mobs, to dox you, to harass you, or your favorite creators, or people that you look up to, people that you want to support, or you yourself if you're an independent creator? How do you feel about the industry approving of hate mobs to come after you, to destroy your financial viability, to destroy the things that you love, to use the things that you have loved, the entertainments that you have enjoyed, sometimes for generations, as a way to beat you over the head if you do not believe in the same ways that these people think, if you don't vote the way they want you to vote, to label you and brand you with systemic ists and isms. This is what's been happening for those of us that have been paying attention, for those of us who have been hurt by our properties, our favorite modern mythologies being used to espouse this garbage. This is something that has affected all of us, and it's very nefarious. It's not just meant as an FU to anybody that these creatives or these repurposers want to label as a Nazi or alt-right, sexist, racist, whatever label they want to put on you. Not just that, not just to drive out people, creators, from being able to do the things that they love, not just to attempt to condition you by shame, to accept, to capitulate, to bend the knee to radical extremists who want to shame you into accepting these labels, these terrible things. But they want to do this in a way that will condition your children, that will change the scape of our culture. Entertainments, escapism, comics, games, television, movies, these were things that were unifiers at one time. How many times have we sat around with people we didn't particularly like or agree with on a lot of issues and talk about how much we love Star Wars, Star Trek, how much we love a certain comic book, how much we love Metroid, any number of games. They're trying to create a world in which we can't do that anymore. We can't find any binding fabrics that weave us together, that bring us together from different walks of life in common love of something in any of our fandoms. This is something that needs to be fought against. And we have had different movements, Gamergate, Comicsgate, and the Fandom Menace. We have had people that have come together of common sense from different backgrounds and said, we've had enough of this shit. We're tired of it. We're tired of hearing about your rhetoric. We're tired of being lumped into these categories in which we don't belong, divided, told that we don't belong in fandoms that we have helped to build, fandoms that we have been a part of since we were children, and told that we don't belong there anymore. Shamed, pushed out. This is what I'm fighting against. This is what the Fandom Menace Volumes is fighting against. It's not just about the Fandom Menace. It's not just about anybody who carries a freaking hashtag. I don't give a shit if you carry a hashtag. What I care about is if you're a person of common sense, if you're a person who just enjoys fan culture, geek culture, nerd culture with everybody else. That's what I care about. But what I do believe is that these things should be documented, that people in the gaming, comics, television, and movies, people in those industries who have pushed others out, who have shamed others, who have tried to destroy their reputations and their financial viability, that these people need to be called out. Because the mainstream media, the access media, the shills, social media, they will censor us and promote those who create division and hate by trying to label us as the dividers. This is what my books represent. This is what they are speaking out against. This is what I am standing up against and what I refuse to kneel to. I can't really say it any better than a speech that I made about 6 months ago on Gary Nerdrotic. And John Talks was a person who put together this video for me out of love, because he believed in this message. He believed what we stand for. Those of us in our respective hashtags. Those of us who are fighting against the misuse of our modern myths as something to pervert culture, to shape us into a more divided world. So, Gaze, would you please play my first ad on the campaign? Thank you.
Got it, my man. You know what I didn't do?
Well, share the audio, but you know.
I thought you might prefer that. I wasn't sure if you wanted to do your own live voiceover.
No, just go ahead and play that, and that pretty much says it all, I think.
I gotcha.
Thank you, brother.
What's up, Fatal J? Good to see you, my man. Blue Teddy, good to see you too. Sorry, I just wanted to cover that before we get to this. Prepare yourself. Prepare your loins.
Yeah.
You forgot the audio.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did. It's okay. The imagery's pretty.
Son of a bitch.
Thank you, though.
I
really do
sure
appreciate this because to you guys in the chat, you know, a lot of you cats are Comicsgate cats. Hail to you. You guys inspire me. These people on this panel inspire me. That whole movement inspires me to do what I do. I love the creativity. I love the camaraderie. This is not just for the Fandom Menace guys. This is for all of us who are fighting against these assholes in entertainment. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for covering there. My internet's being a little wonky today.
All good, brother. Oop. All good.
Alrighty, here comes the audio. I hope your groin is ready. Good.
Let's wind the clock back 2 years. These ideopolitical extremists, not creating but repurposing franchise, would not listen to any fan. And what did they do? They served us, force-fed us incompetent Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Star Trek, and Doctor Who, not because these chameleons of false virtue were trying something edgy and new, but because their fringe ideals and preferred extremist Twitter blue checkmark versions of racism and sexism was held as a higher priority than honoring the legacy and lores that came before them. These socially destructive aberrations, these bigots of mass virtue, these self-important, insanely wealthy ideologues, the bullies of yesteryear, have not a single connection to the geek and nerd cultures for which they have been given the keys to drive what we have loved into the ground. They have no attachment to it, no love for it. They do not care about these properties, legacies, characters, legends, mythos that we, the geeks and nerds of decades past cherish as the escapism from the bullies' throttling abuse. We were not members of the in-crowd. We were not the popular kids. We were the outcasts, the rebels, the misfits, coming together in comic book shops, playing Dungeons and Dragons, to engage in competitive gaming before it was the cool thing to do. We were the original cosplayers, fandom event organizers, and we did these things not only for the love in our hearts that we had for Doctor Who, Star Trek, or Star Wars, but to respect the creativity of those who imparted their visions to us as escapism from the mundane, to evade the bullies who mocked us for liking the things that we love. Now these false creators, these repurposers, these bullies of yesteryear have taken control of the games, comics, television, and movies that we have loved and supported for decades, some of us for generations. The sole intent for these heartless propagandists is to use what we have adored for most of our lives as a platform to espouse bigotry, segregation, division, and hate. They mock us, use the mainstream, access media, and spineless cuckold shills to weave false narratives about us, and once again set to shame us into obscurity from the very escapist entertainments, the very modern mythologies, the very bastions of inclusion that we once called our fandoms. But we have been here before. In older times, we have suffered this type of ostracization and abuse. Were we not once the outcast in times of old, the rebels, the misfits? Out of these dark times in our pop culture, after the obscenity of CBS All Access Star Trek, the mockery of Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who, and the complete and utter degradation and disrespect of the single greatest hero in science fantasy, Luke Skywalker, all of these intentionally open insults to everything we have loved for decades, these hateful, crass, disingenuous social justice bigots set about defaming, labeling, attacking if we dare have anything to say about it. They use their weight in the media in an attempt to bludgeon us into capitulation. If there were those who would not kneel to this onslaught of false virtues and fake narratives, these men and women who showed us the way, who stood up and raged against the machine, who put themselves, their professions, their companies, and their families at risk to be our voices in this war for our modern mythology. Across the ether of disenfranchised fans came voices independently, yet in unison, from Anna that Star Wars girl to President Abu Nas, from world-class bullshitters to Midnight's Edge. Those who have supported and adored these modern myths cried out against the perversion of what we love. And the geeks, gamers, nerds, and comic book enthusiasts came together and formed a new bastion of free thought and expression for what we love. And the fandom menace was born. Without respect, we reject. We do not bow to social terrorists. When the industry tells us to like it or leave it, stand up, my brothers and sisters, and shout, we do not kneel. Hail the fandom menace.
Thank you, Gaze.
Oh, you're welcome. I was just letting this last part play so everyone remembers to like, share, and subscribe my channel.
Absolutely. Like, share, and subscribe to the Red Gaze.
Hell yeah. Good stuff, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Good stuff. You do. You have a gift for oration.
I try.
Yeah. For oration.
Thank you, Gaze. I appreciate that from a gaze man such as yourself.
Awesome, man.
Thank you very much.
This is also not yet funded. I would like to know why.
I'm doing my best. A lot of people are in hard times right now. Look, this coop has really messed this up. And again, a cold. Really, let's face it. It's a bad cold. More people die of the flu. Again, something that has been politicized, something that is being used to shape us, to make us walk around like cows with masks on. To shame us if we don't wear these cowing masks, to shame you if you call out the obvious truth, and this is not as bad as our governments would let us to believe. Everything is politicized, and the reason that everything is so politicized is one of the reasons for this is because our entertainments have been used to promote one idea, one sliver of one side of a political party all across the world. They are trying to shape our culture. They are trying to shape our children. They are trying to condition us. And it's hurt us. And like I said, this virus has been used, another political tool, just to keep us indoors, keep us dependent on social media, so that we only ingest what the approved social media outlets will allow us to be fed and conditioned to understand.
Hell yeah.
It's about a culture war on a global scale. Those of us of common sense, we need to come together. If right now, if you don't have the ability to back this, if you can't, because you know your family comes first, always family comes first. I understand that, but I'll tell you what, for myself or any other independent creator, just sharing this app to somebody who may want to buy it, who may want to get behind one of these projects, that means an awful lot to us. We only have each other. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have one another. And we appreciate every time you share out one of our projects, talk about it. There's a lot of us out here, so pick 1, 2, 3 of the favorite ones that you really enjoy, the creators that you really want to see succeed, and help to spread that message. That means more to us than we can ever say. It means just as much as a back. So thank you guys so very much for supporting this indie sphere. I believe in this indie sphere 110%. I wouldn't be doing what I do without the inspiration I was given to by people standing up and speaking out for us, refusing to kneel to the crazy people that have infested themselves into our entertainments and that are trying to condition our culture and trying to change our culture for the worse and come after our children while they do it. Thank you all very much. I can't say enough about the wonderful people in this community that have given me this inspiration. Hail to you, the chat. Hail to all these independent creators. We rise together.
Hell yeah. Hail to you, man. Word up. Word up. Satisfied Convert, good to see you, man. He's going to be back and catch the replay. That's cool. Latino Slant, good to see you too. Thanks for joining, and thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. We got Rye Kitty in the house. What's up, Rye? Good to see you. Kitty. So many good people here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a great community we got. This is people that great community great community that we have of common sense people that have come together that are inspired by people like the people on this panel, like the independent creators out there that are doing their thing, the warriors of field forging new empires of creativity for us. This is a consumer movement, and that is what I love the most about this. That's what I love about everything that we're doing in the indie sphere. Like I said, I don't care if you carry a hashtag or not. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is, are you here to have fun? Are you here to back great books? Are you here to create good books? That's all I care about, man. Hail to you.
Hell yeah, man. Wookie says, you've just taken your first step into a larger world, Latino Slant. Welcome to the gays community. Yes, welcome. You're all welcome. Rockcrin is asking if you have a digital tier.
I do not. And I need to expand my knowledge on these things. I didn't know there were digital tiers until I just heard my man talk about them. I'm kind of a novice in this community, but I do have an audio book for the Fandom Menace Volume 1, which was narrated by Midnight's Edge Robot Slow-Mo, Rob Gallo over there. He did a great job on it. It's about 4 hours, 15 minutes long, great audio book. So head over to Audible and check that out. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah, definitely. Definitely. CAC44 is in the house. Good to see you. But yeah, let's take a look at what tiers you do have. Yeah, the Fandom Menace Volume 1, if you missed that, I think, can you get this here as well?
It is available again. Yep, Volume 1 and Volume 2 you can either get a regular copy or a signed copy. And that's, it's either way. Thank you for backing me. And you can get, unfortunately, like the international kills me. International shipping kills me. So I apologize to international guys. It's just what it is. And I hate to do it.
That's just the way it is right now.
Yeah. Please back this. If this succeeds, I'm going to move on to Volume 3. I'm going to have some great people working with me in this book. I have some great contributors. I have contributors for volumes 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I get that far, Volume 1 was just myself and Anthony Ergo, Ruin the Man Baby, who was doxxed by Brian Young of StarWars.com because he was making fun of a movie. And Brian Young actually sought this dude out. Got up to his last employer before trying to dox this cat just because he spoke out against The Last Jedi. That's it. That's all he was doing. But Brian Young couldn't have that. The industry couldn't have that. So Anthony Ergo came out and said, look, I'm just going to say who I am because you're going to find me anyway. And he lost the ability to go to cons in which he would sell his books. He's also a writer, writes the Dystopian series available on Amazon. He lost his ability to go to a con that he had been going to for years because the industry doxed him for talking out against the movie. Tried to destroy his financial viability.
Against a movie. Think about that for a second. The guy had an opinion about a fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. It's all you speak out against the groupthink, and then that's all it takes. They're going to come after you. That's why they hate people that succeed like Carla, like Marius. They hate people succeeding like the Red Gaze because we defy that narrative. And so volume 1 is just myself. Anthony Ergo writes the forward. In this book, I've got some great writers in there, some great people in there. You might like them, you might not, but they've all done something to speak out against cancel culture. Stephanie Jancic, Smuggler's Cantina, Jesse Milestone of Mindless Entertainment, Ichi Baka of Disney Star Wars is Dumb, which I'm very a part of this project, and the Overlord himself, Dictor Van Doomcon.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So can't wait to present that material to you guys. It's and if I get to volume 3, if this one succeeds and I can continue on to do volume 3, I'm going to have Jeff Hicks of World Class Bullshitter, Gary Nerdrotic at Comics Division, and Midnight's Edge helping me with that book.
Beautiful. Yeah, man. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do so. Got volume 1 and volume 2. We're just waiting. Maymay's in the house. What's up, Maymay? Good to see you. I've been well, and hit me up in the Discord. We'll talk. Rich Cook says, I enjoy anyone who doesn't just get caught up in hashtags. Good product has longer shelf life than anything on Twitter. Hell
Absolutely,
yeah. Couldn't have said it better.
Absolutely. And that's why I say on my show all the time, I love the Fandom Menace. I'm the Fandom Menace historian. That's my thing. I love comics. I'm not Comicsgate, but I love Comicsgate. But when it comes to people in my entertainment, at least in my wheelhouse of entertainments, movies, TV, that kind of stuff, I don't care if you carry a hashtag, man. I don't care. Are you a fan? Great. Come on around the water cooler. Let's bullshit. That's all I care about.
Steve, man, sorry for interrupting. I mean, you hit me right in the feels with what you were saying and also with the trailer, because the reason I'm here, making this book is because of all the social justice wars, all the cancel culture at Marvel, at DC. I quit comics years ago, and I just came back, say 1 or 2 years back because of your boy Zach with his videos, and he's talking about that. But before that, it was a gap, like 8 or maybe 9 years of not buying comics because I was sick of it. I was just sick of it, what they are doing. And now my passion is burning again. That's why the reason I'm doing this, because with all those bullshit, I probably just consume and those shitty products that nobody wants to read. I mean, what you are doing, it's admirable. I'm sorry, man, bad, but hey.
So you what you're doing is inspiring other creators, my brother. All of y'all creators over there in Comicsgate, you are inspiring people to create, showing them that it can be done if you have a passion, drive, and love for what you do. Y'all inspire me.
Yeah. We infect each other with everything now, right? Because of them, we are doing this, right? This is also, and we attract a lot of people who has the same thought as what we are doing here, and what's happening in the cancel culture. People are just getting sick of it. I mean, our passion is getting destroyed in comics, like you said, in movies. I mean, you can't talk about movies or TV series or comics anymore without getting destroyed by people. I mean, I have just a different opinion than other people, and I respect those other opinions. But don't attack me because I don't like the current Star Wars, or that I hate Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. That's bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's utter bullshit. And it's funny, like you said, people they're getting sick of it. But the more tired we get of it, and the more people speak out against it, the more they push back with more bullshit. They're not getting it. I don't know what's it going to take. Another 6-7 billion loss for Disney for them to understand? 3 wasn't enough.
We're talking about fanatics, gays. All right. First off, it's going to take the board members, those soulless people in the boardrooms that only look at graphs and charts and shit like that. It's going to take them going, oh, this doesn't work, and this is the reason why.
Probably.
You're right. They have to recognize that, because the fanatics are going to keep being fanatical. But you know what? I don't give a shit, because as long as they keep being fanatical, we've got an entire sphere of people that are creating wonderful works, like one that I'm greatly looking forward to, Witch Hunter.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about that a little bit?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So yeah, we launched yesterday. This definitely doesn't look like a campaign I have ever launched yesterday, but oh my god, I'm so excited.
Steven's like, pass the ball to Carla. I'm going to go get a drink.
I just spoke enough, and I'm excited
So
about
now
this.
we're gonna like Witch Hunter. Oh, what about that? No, it's very hard to follow Stephen's speech.
It can be, yes.
Yeah. Spotlight's on you, Carla.
Right? Like this is hard to do, but anyway, thank you everybody who have backed. This is fresh out of the oven. We just launched this campaign, and we are very excited to share this with you guys. This story was written by my husband. I'm doing the colors and edits and letters, and Javier Gutierrez from 656 Comics is doing the interior art. There's also an extra short story made by myself, which is anime looking. And also, there's a very, very cool variant cover by Vinny Tartamella too. Yes, there are 2 covers in this campaign, and each one of them has a variant ending too. That was one of John's brilliant ideas that he has while driving or in the toilet, but doesn't matter that.
What did you say? Driving on the toilet?
No, or
that's a feat. That's a comic I want to see.
No, I don't want to see. Absolutely not. But yeah, guys, like this campaign is something very experimental. It's something different. We never done something like this before, and it's been so well received. It's been a huge success. So we're very, very thankful with all of you who have backed this. And if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. This story is about a witch hunter who, he's the most talented in his town. It's a very good story to read, like in Halloween, probably next Halloween, but still, this is Halloween season. This guy basically hunts everything, all the Halloween creatures that you can imagine. Like tentacle monsters. I know you like slippery tentacle monsters, werewolves, witches.
Well,
yeah. Who doesn't, right?
Right. I know Crackhead does. What's up,
yeah,
Crackhead? Of
course. The Uruguay Latinos land. Sorry, I had to answer. I lost my.
I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Yeah, damn it, Gabe.
I didn't. Did I say I was sorry? I didn't mean that.
No, so the thing is that, I already answered that. I'm from Uruguay. It's not you are gay, it's Uruguay. Okay. So,
I disagree.
You can also be gay. Yeah, no problem with that. But the thing is that this witch hunter has to chase the ultimate witch, and to do so, he will need the help of Riva, which is this girl with the very nice titties. And she is a witch. He has been indoctrinated by the church. He has been churched. He has been churched.
That bitch has been churched.
Damn.
Look, he has been raised by monks. So he basically had somebody like Stephen preaching every day, no, you hate witches, hate witches, hate witches. So of course you're like, yeah, I hate witches,
These witches stole our modern mythologies and shat on them.
Right? That's basically what happened. So of course this guy hates witches. So he will have to accept the help of Riva, which is this girl, to chase like this very, very dangerous witch. So in this adventure, he's gonna encounter very different challenges, and I don't know. I think that John likes to write a lot about indoctrination lately because of all the politics, So no, I think it's a great story. Also, there's gonna be a decisive point in the story in which Alden, the protagonist, he's going to have to choose between saving one character or other, and in these 2 variant endings, he's going to choose one character, and in the other one, he's going to choose the other. So according to that, the consequences and the ending is going to have. This story, it's done by Javier Gutierrez. Javier is from Mexico. His style is like a blend of European manga, a lot of stuff. And this what we're seeing here is the cover by Vinny Tartamella. This is a work in progress. That's Whip. This doesn't look at all like a work in progress. Like I look at it and it's like, oh, shit, yeah. But according to him, it's a work in progress. He's going to color it, to paint it. So very excited to know how the end result is going to be. And this is going to be the cover for the variant ending. So you get variant cover and variant ending. This is something new that we're trying. So yeah, definitely give it a chance. Like we were very, very, very simple in the perks. We have digital available, of course, so we have options for everybody. And also a little extra that we're going to have. Oh, this is the pages preview. I'm like going like in the opposite order of the campaign.
The demon got nice titties.
Have you heard of Russian manga?
I've read some, I think.
May did ask earlier if this was a manga style. Now, you could probably answer that better than I could.
Well, like that's why I was talking about Javier's style. Like he has like a blend of styles. However, well, what you can see here, this is Javier's style, and my style, which is in the one in the short story, I would say it could be manga. You know, like now you're going to see. But for example, here these are some sample pages. There's a lot of titties. Okay, there's bad titties and good titties. You can have them all, you know, you don't have to choose. There's also like all these monsters, a lot of action, a lot of, you know, it's a very action-packed story. And it's also very funny because my husband loves to include like little jokes here and there, but they are not that jokes, I like to think. And this is when where I put my art. I did this illustration trying to, you know, do something very Japanese looking, very anime looking. Trying to like imitate a little bit like the aesthetic of the anime, you know, like simple cell shading, like screenshot from the TV. And people like went crazy in Twitter with this image. They were like, "Oh, we love it! Like it's
Carl, it's gorgeous."
Thank you so much. So I decided to make a story with this. John wrote a little short story out of this. It's a little like comedic. Complementary story. Both books are going to include this short story, and I wanted to give the feel as if you were watching TV, you know. So yeah, this is more or less how it's going to look. For now, it's going to be like 5-6 pages, something like that. However, if the campaign does very well, we're gonna add more pages in the future. So this novel is 46 pages to begin with. Our goal is to make it 50. Depending on how well we do. We had a very, very strong start. So thank you so much, everybody who done that. And yeah, definitely check it out. If you cannot afford to back it, either digital or physical, you can still retweet, share, talk about it. Tell your cousin that loves anime, you know, you're not a fan. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. I'll play the trailer for this quickly.
Yeah.
Who did a trailer though?
Did someone narrate it?
Some jackass.
Oh, we read eyes.
Listen, that's guys. That's the golden seal. You've got to get Red Gaze to narrate your ads. He's going to narrate my next one.
How do you think we did well in the first day?
Probably through your own awesomeness. You know that.
What the hell, Gaze?
Renowned witch hunter Alden is faced with the most dangerous quest of his life when a powerful witch emerges to threaten Grimsby. With the fate of his people hanging in the balance, Alden must unite with an unlikely ally to free Grimsby from the claws of evil. Don't miss this masterful tale from White Cat Comics.
Gaze, it got stuck on the opening frame, Gaze.
I hate to say this, yes, but we didn't see anything.
Not a damn thing.
I thought it was my fault and my screen, but no, it's.
I heard.
You saw nothing?
Yeah, I heard
Just
the
a
sexy
logo.
voice. It was just Witch Hunter and Gaze's voice.
Let's do it again.
Okay, Red tried to make us all appreciate his voice.
did.
That's what it was.
I think that was on purpose.
That's what it was.
Yes.
My it was probably my internet, which is being extremely irritating today. So I can give it another go if you like.
I mean, yeah, you know, if it's not just your voice, you know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta say, I did refrain from stroking myself just a little bit.
His voice is stuck. Oh.
Sorry about that, guys. I will try again. And if something's going on, just shout out and I'll cut it. If that is, it's not the internet.
No, it's going to work this time.
If it is the internet, I'm not
You
going to
can do
hear
it.
you anyway.
Power.
All right, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Renowned witch hunter Alden is faced with the most dangerous quest of his life when a powerful witch emerges to threaten Grimsby. With the fate of his people hanging in the balance, Alden must unite with an unlikely ally to free Grimsby from the claws of evil. Don't miss this masterful tale from White Cat Comics.
Witch Hunter.
Better?
Thank you, Red.
I needed that theme in my trailer, by the way, at the end. That would be great.
Right?
That witch is stacked. Stacked.
She is.
Well drawn.
Yeah. Love the visual effects in the trailer, you know, all the tiny bits. Cool. Really
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Who did the screen, by the way? Did you practice or?
It was
Well-
Red actually.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, Red likes to frighten women at random, so he gets a lot of good clips for us.
Yeah, I got it. There's a few in the basement that I can tap every now and then.
Oh my god. Nice.
So yeah, get on board with these great projects. Yeah, Witch Hunter just launched yesterday. It's looking beautiful.
It's already funded.
It's already funded. Hell
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
On
everybody.
top of that, what?
Well deserved.
Red, I apologize. I got to dip out.
Oh, you're all
sorry.
good, man. Before you do that, give us one more pitch for the Fandom Menace Volume 2.
Guys, please, if you can, if you have the availability, the want, or the need, please help me fight cancel culture, help me fight the industry, and support this book so that I can continue these volumes as a few to everybody in the industry who has doxed, harassed, created cancel culture, destroyed, distorted our modern mythologies for the simple reason of being a bunch of cunts. Please help me support this book, and even if you can't, which is totally understandable given how bad the last year has been, sharing out a link means a lot to anybody who might. So thank you guys very much. Please support independent creators. Tell the effing industry that we do not kneel. Hail and farewell. Thank you guys very much.
Steven, bye,
Thank
man.
you, Steven.
Yeah,
It's good
brother.
to see you, man.
All right,
We'll
go-
definitely have you back.
Yeah, shoot me a DM, brother, on
I will.
Twitter, and
Yeah.
I'll get you into that group, and we'll get ready for the next show. Bye, guys.
Bye, man.
Peace.
Awesome.
And yeah, don't forget Blackheart Manor. Would you like
Yeah.
to give us one more pitch for this, my man?
Yes. Well, you're surprised. No, let's. We are on nearly funded, 85%. This is one of the best of one of the best. What I'm saying, this is the best horror comic you can get on Indiegogo right now. We have beautiful art. We have fantastic premise. There's cool monsters like Lovecraftian that's going to kill people, dismember people. There are tentacles for those who are going to love it. Maybe some titties. I don't know. I heard that people love that. Some simping there. But yeah, let's help these firefighters. You know, save the daughter, or get sacrificed. Who knows what's going to happen? It's only on Indiegogo right now. We are nearly there. Please help us. It would mean a lot to me and to my team. Thank you.
Definitely. We're almost there, guys.
Yeah.
Let's push this one ahead. I'm going to drop this link in the chat. It's also in the description. Yeah, it's a good looking book, man. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and again, just like what Steve said, if you don't have the money, please share it on anywhere social media. It will help us a lot, reach new people. And if you want pennies and you don't have much money, but you will still want the book, we have digital perks as well, so you can get it as soon as possible that we are finished with our book. Great.
Hell yeah, and Sketch, good to see you, man. Yeah, I try to do the same, brother. We try to bring these two communities together. We're all after the same thing, really, so it only makes sense we work together.
Yeah, hell.
But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out today. We're going to do this again soon. Probably do a stream Sunday. I'm just going to try to do some more streams because I feel like I've been slacking. So thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you guys. Back these projects, share these projects, do whatever you can, man. Helps out a lot. So thanks, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks, guys. Bye.